again back from Gaming Geeks for Fun, and today I will be showing you how to play Ticket to Ride, the normal version with no expansions. So when you come, you take out your trains, whatever color you want to be, and you take out your scoring tokens. So these scoring tokens go on 100, even though you don't have 100 points. It stands for 0 at the beginning of the game. What?
I just like to point out that right now, both the 1912 and 1910, the 1910 US edition is in there.
Okay.
So it's actually not with all expansions.
Okay, well, so as I told you, you put your scoring tokens over there. Then, once you have that all done, you see these cards. Each player starts with 5 of these cards. So we're playing 2 players. So blue has 5 train cards, and red has 5 train cards. Then, these are the tickets/routes. Each player starts with 1 long route and 2 short routes. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then, here they are. And right here. Then 1 and 1. So, basically, that is how that is. Then, these cards, you put the deck of cards on the side of the board. Let's scoot the board over so you can see. But you put the cards here, then you flip over 7 cards. And while I'm doing that, I'll explain what you do on your turn. So, on your turn, in your hand, you have your 5 colors. Well, color/train cards. Then, you have 3 routes. You have to at least keep 2 of the 3 routes. You can discard 1 if you don't want it. Looking at these routes for me, I think the best option would be to not pick Miami to Toronto, because that is on the other side of the board than these 2. And if I build one of these, I could connect it with this and this, so then I have an even longer train route. Then looking at blue team, see, they have these, and so it looks like, I think they would probably keep these 2 easy ones because they're right in the same area. So it would be easier than completing this, which I think they're going to do. So they discard this. You just put this on the bottom of this deck. And these people, we said that they were going to discard this card. So you put that on the bottom of the deck. Now, blue can look at that. So I like to organize my hand when I'm playing. So like that. And then like this. So then I have them sorted. So then on your turn, you can either lay down track, meaning this, put them there. So I'll just play, so they play 2 oranges. You put them in the discard pile. Then, see, on this side of the board, there's 2 oranges, so they put their 2 trains on top of the 2 orange spots because they played 2 orange train cards, so they can do that. Then, it would be blue's turn. Blue plays 3 purple, which means they can put 3 of their trains on 3 purple, or 3 grays, because they're all the same color, and grays stand for anything, but they have to be the same exact color. Also, the other option would be to take 2 cards, 2 cards from the top of the deck. So that would be a black and a white for this team. Or you can take 2 cards from the showing up things or one rainbow, and then you just fill it in with the top cards. So once you play out all of these, so just bing, 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 blah, 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 blah. So let's say at the end of the game, this guy had 5 completed routes, and this guy had 4 completed routes. But so on the bottom of each route, there's a number. I don't know how to show this, but there's a number, and that's how many points you get for completing the route. And since, look, so this person has 4 routes, red person has 5 routes, each with different numbers. So basically, you look to see if the route's completed, then you add the score onto whatever your score is. Then we come to the 2 special cards. The longest train route, which is good to get because it gets you an extra 10 points. Let's say that goes to blue. And most routes completed, which would go to red because they had 5 and blue had 4. So now we do this. So let's say red. Check if it's correct. They get 21 points. Bing, 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 21. Then this, check if it's completed, 9 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they're up to 30. 11 points. If that's completed, they get 11 points. From 30 to 41. If they have this completed, that gives them 10 points. From 41 to 51. And if they have this completed, they get 19 points, which gets them from 51 to 60 to 70. Whoops. I'll just fix that. So their token would go on 70 because 51 plus 19 is 70. Then their special card, they get 15 points for that, from 70 to 85. So even though I didn't put trains on the board, we're just pretending that they completed those routes. Now it's Blue's turn to score. So they had 7 points. If it's completed, they get the 7 points. They have 6 points. If they completed that, they get 6 points to 13. If they completed this, they get 6 more points, from 13 to 19. And if they complete this, they get 20 points, from 19 to 39. Then their special card gets them 10 more points, from 39 to 49. Then at the end of the game, any of these cards that weren't used, you just put them back. The sideboard, you put them back. Any uncompleted routes get subtracted from your score. Then know how there would be trains on the board? So if you had 1 train, you would score that, take it off, put it into your pile. That would be 1 point for 1 train. So Blue had 1 point for the 1 train. Let's say they had 5, so they got to 54. Because if there's 5 of them, 5 times 1 is, of course, 5, which, duh. And then 49 plus 5 is 54. Then, let's say, so for 2, you get 2 points. So let's say they had 5 2s, so 5 times 2 is 10. So from 54 to 64. Then, so that's 2. 3s, get them 4 each. Let's say they had 2 3s. 2 times 4 is 8. So Blue has 8 points from 64 to 72. Then for 4 train things, you get 7 points. For 5, you get 10. And 6, you get 15. Some other expansions have longer, which you will see the score either on the rule book or on the board. which is very helpful in my case. But so let's say we just scored their score, and their final score was 104. So they have 104 points. Now, let's say red, we pull the trains off, their final score was 121. I would suggest getting an extra piece of paper to write this down on so you can remember your score for next time. So if you want to try beating your old score, if you want to keep track of all your scores in all the games to see if you can get higher scores each time, that would be pretty cool. I do that sometimes. And I think that is it on how to play Ticket to Ride. Bye, and this is Elliot from Gaming Geeks for Fun.